In your boxing, did you tighten it up from the last time we saw you in the cage?
Yeah, speed was definitely the difference, and I did tighten it up. I just took my time with it, and that's one thing I wanted to do. I know I've been out there for a while. I know Tito was going to be, kind of trying to get at me kind of early, so I kind of felt his energy and knew he was going to try to come at me fast. But I wanted to make sure that I didn't rush into anything, and I took the time to set up my stand-up so things went right.
Time off really helped you prepare for this fight, and it helped you change some aspects of your game?
Yeah, it helped out a lot. It helped out mentally as well as physically. Physically speaking, I took time out, and after the knee injury, I went and did a camp after I rehabbed, and then once I found out who I was fighting for sure and the day I was fighting for sure, I made sure I did another camp. So I did 2 camps back to back, and that's a lot longer than I normally did because, like I was saying in the press conference before, that I never lived the life of a fighter. I only did 8-week camp, and that was about it. But this time I did, was in camp for like 4 months straight, and it paid off dividends.
And Tito
told him great fight. He fought a great fight, and Tito, like I said in a lot of the interviews leading up to this fight, it's like Tito was going in for his execution against Ryan Bader. He ends up pulling off not only just a win, but an impressive win, and then goes in there tonight against the #1 contender, Rashad Evans, who, again, I can't say enough good things about how good Rashad looked tonight, and Tito fought an awesome fight, worthy of fight of the night.
Well, thank you. And for Tito, I was wondering, given you were coming off your elation of the Bader fight into this, do you regret kind of doing this now, or how do you feel about it?
My heart hurts. I don't regret it. Not at all. I came in and I fought my ass off. I'm a fighter. I love fighting. When I get in that octagon, it's like an animal in a cage. I love it. I inspire other people to be great by the things I've gone through in my life. You gotta understand, I was a young punk kid who was on the street who had parents who were drug addicts, had nothing to achieve to in life. And I've surpassed the things that I'd never imagined. I'm a legend in this sport. I'm an icon in this sport. I've helped pave the way for a lot of these fighters who are up here to get what they got. And if it wasn't for Daniel Lorenzo giving us this opportunity to fight this main stage, I wouldn't do it. And when I step in that cage, I fight, I put my heart on the line. And sometimes my heart is bigger than my body. And tonight it was, like I say, I take.
You were coming into this fight?
No, it wasn't frustrating to me. I knew what I had to come in and do. And it didn't really matter what story that was, the main story of the theme of the fight. I knew that for me, coming back and having a strong performance was what I wanted and what I need to do. I had 14 months off, a long time to sit and watch everybody fight, my teammates fight, and just, watch my competition fight. And that's a long time to stew and just think about what you're going to do next time you get into the cage. I hadn't fought so long, I stopped feeling like a fighter at times because it was just like all I kept doing was just talking about these fights and you're supposed to be #1 contender, but I'm like, well, I haven't fought in a while, so I stopped. I didn't really care too much to even talk about that anymore. But, having this much time off and stuff like that allowed me to do things that I never done before, and it was a blessing in disguise. So, sometimes setbacks turn out to be a blessing in disguise.
Quickly, how about the boos from the Philadelphia fans? It's not like you walked out wearing a Cowboy jersey or anything, but
Yeah.
they were vocal.
I think the fans boo me because they love me. I'm gonna get a shirt that says "Boo if you love me." So maybe they might stop booing. I don't know, but it doesn't bother me. Everybody. Fans gotta have. Somebody's gonna be the villain. It's just the way things work, and I don't mind being a villain. Because I know I'm not a villain in life, but